We're starting with some ground beef. All right, now we're gonna add in 2 eggs to our mixture here.
Ooh.
All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and give this a real quick mix. Just kind of break up the egg and get it into the hamburger there a little bit. All right, that is looking perfect. All right, and next, I bet you've never seen this before, but we are gonna mix this with some stovetop stuffing.
Ooh.
Dump that in there. Wow. All right, and now we're gonna add some ketchup because we are doing a little spin on a meatloaf recipe. So we're just gonna go ahead and add that in. It's about 1/2 cup. And if you don't like ketchup, you can always use tomato sauce. This is just my preference today. All right, next we're gonna add into our recipe some garlic. This is some minced garlic, just to give it a little bit more flavor. And some black pepper. And you can just eyeball it and add whatever you like for your own preference. I like a lot of pepper, so I'm adding a lot. Also with the salt, this is Himalayan salt. And again, just add whatever you prefer. And next we're gonna add in some celery salt. And just a little bit of that. I really love celery salt, and I'm just adding that because I'm not adding actual celery. This is a easy, quick recipe that I'm making here today. All right, and now we're gonna add some onion. This is just a fresh ingredient add here of easy onion to just chop in there. And I'm gonna give this some extra flavor here. All right, there we go. Now we got our green onion. And for our last ingredient, we're just gonna add in a little bit of water. And that's to make sure that stuffing gets dissolved in there. And that was about 1/2 cup. Now it's time to give this a good mix. Get this all blended in so that our stuffing gets mixed in with our meatloaf or our hamburger meat.
Wow, this looks so good.
Ooh, the stuffing smells amazing. Wow. This is gonna give it a nice filling so that it cooks perfectly together and makes it nice and fluffy and thick. Gotta really mix it in good there. And if you prefer to add more ingredients, you can always add whatever you like. With meatloaf, there's so many ways to make it. This is just quick and easy. If you don't have time and you just want to throw something together, that stovetop dressing comes in handy. We have a special way that we're gonna cook this that is different than you've probably seen before. So we're gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna bring in my muffin tin, and we're gonna spray this with some nonstick spray. We wanna get that nice and coated for what we're about to do here. As a special additive here, this is something you don't have to do. I just decided I was gonna go ahead and try this. I'm gonna add in some baby spinach. And what I'm gonna do is just take one piece and put it in each one of the muffin cup areas here. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I haven't used this particular method before. I've done things similar, but this one's a little bit different, so I think it'll come out wonderful. Almost there. Just trying to make sure we get some good pieces in there. And this is gonna layer out our meat real nice here. Okay, almost done. Got one more, and you can pull the stems off if you decide to try this. You don't have to use the stems. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my ice cream scoop, we're just gonna pop that in there. And we should have just enough for all of our muffins here. This is gonna make a fantastic dinner. And it will go just great with mashed potatoes. All right, let's get these in. This ice cream scoop makes it so much easier. Look how nice those look. Those are coming out perfect. And it's gonna be so delicious. Believe it or not, this stovetop stuffing is good for a lot of different things. And I've used it this way many times. And you'd be really surprised at how great it tastes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to use all of this up so none of it goes to waste. And I am sure that my family will be happy to eat it all. All right, there we go. We're all set. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this aside, and I'm gonna bring in a bowl. We are gonna make a glaze for our muffins. All right, for our glaze, I'm gonna add in some ketchup into my bowl.
Ooh.
We want lots of that for our mixture. That should be enough. And we're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. A little heaping tablespoon there, teaspoon, tablespoon. And for our next ingredient, I'm gonna add in some Dijon mustard to our mixture. This is gonna give it a really interesting but yummy flavor for our glaze. And then I'm just gonna give this a nice mix. Get this all mixed up. Ooh, look how good that looks. Yum. And that's pretty much it. That's all we need for that. Now that we got that all mixed up, we can go ahead and add this to the top of our meat muffins. All right, we're all set now. I'm gonna bring in my meat muffins, and we'll get this added to the top of each one of these. And I'm just gonna press those down a little bit as I do that so that our muffins cook properly. And that's just gonna go a little bit on the top of each one. Wanna make sure we have enough for all of them here, and then we'll go back and fill in whatever's left over. All right, almost done here. Look how easy this was to make, so quick. All right, one more. That looks like about all of our mixture there. All right, now I'm gonna take my little brush here and just kind of brush this on each one, make sure it gets nice and mixed around on the top so it can cook the entire top of that with our special glaze, because we are gonna love that for our tasty dinner. All right, that is great. And last, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of smash these down a little bit so they actually come out more like muffins. We're gonna have them kind of squeezed together a little bit. So that way when we go to pull them out of the oven, they'll all come out in one piece, which is exactly what we want. So there we go. And that keeps us from having to mold these ourselves. We just do it right in the muffin pan. Just like that. And that baby spinach on the bottom is gonna allow our meat muffins to be pulled out easily so nothing sticks. Ooh, look how wonderful that looks. All right, and we're all set. That is perfect. Look at those. Those look so amazing. Look at that. Whew. And these are ready to go in our oven for about 25-30 minutes. We're gonna check it at about 375. All right, we're all done here. Woo! Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how amazing these came out. Woo! Yummy. Now that is some meatloaf muffins right here. Wow, those came out so good. So now they should be able to just pop right out. So you can put them on a serving tray or on your plates, however you want to eat them. All right, these are all ready to try. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop one on my plate here. First, let's take a look and see what that bottom looks like. Look at that. Yum, that's the spinach. It looks amazing. And I'm just gonna ask Katie to come try this. Would you like to try some meatloaf muffins?
Yes, I would.
All right, Katie loves meatloaf.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You can pick it up and eat it with your hands if you want.
No, I think I'm just gonna use the fork here. That's pretty good.
All right.
You should make this more often, man.
So easy.